Hello everyone. Here in this video I'm going to explain to you the use of forms and reports, which are two objects which are present in MS Access database. Rajan sir has already made a video on queries which I have already posted. Here we are going to display two more objects of MS Access database. Number one is forms and number two is reports. Let us start with forms. So as you can see from this definition, with a form, you can view and edit the data, display it nicely, sort, add and delete it, and so on. So basically, in simple terms, forms allow us to enter data in a user-friendly manner. For example, you're filling up a form on a website, a student application form, or your address list where you're filling up on Amazon. So you're having a label along with a text box to enter the values. So let us directly go to the forms. I have an access tier table already created with roll number, which is number data type, which is a primary key, names, which is a text data type, city, and marks. The name of the table I have given is student. So in this student table, there are four fields, out of which one is a primary key and the other fields are non-primary key with text or number data types. So if I need to enter the value in this particular table, I need to move to the data sheet view. This is by default your design view. So I need to move to the data sheet view, and from there we need to create the form. So in order to move to the datasheet view, I'll click on the view tab in the top left corner and datasheet. The datasheet view will open up. Here you can manually enter the data, but in order to create a form, in order to make it more user interactive, we will choose the create tab at the top. After you choose the create tab, you will click on the form option under the forms group. As soon as you choose the form option, a blank form will open up. Now you see that this is how a form looks like. These are called your form labels, and these are your text boxes where you can enter the value. Obviously, as you can see, this is much more interactive than the previous datasheet view where we can enter the values. Now by default, the text fields are uneditable. That means they cannot be edited by default. In order to edit this, let us follow the cursor movement. Take the cursor to the bottom right corner just above the system clock. You will find three small buttons placed on the screen in the bottom right corner, very small buttons. Number one is the form view, number two is the layout view, which is by default selected, and number three is the design view. This is how the design view looks like. This is how the view looks like with the uneditable buttons. We will choose the first option, that is form view. So if I click on the form view, it will become editable and the cursor will start blinking. So let us edit some of the records and choose the values one by one. We will insert two records for this, just for the benefit of explanation. Next, you see this navigation bar at the bottom where we can move across multiple records. So this is your first record, this is your next record, this is your last record, and this is a new blank record. So I can choose the new blank record button and the second will be inserted. So we'll choose roll number, we will choose the names, we'll choose, and we will choose the marks. Next, I will choose another record, roll number, names, city, marks. So these are my three records which are present. So this is forms. Now you see a tab has opened up with the new form. So if I want to right click on this and choose save, form will be saved as student form after I rename this. So the student form is saved on the left hand side. You can see on this pane over here, this particular window. If you click on the student form, the window will open up where we can navigate one to another. This is how the forms will look like. Now coming to the reports part. Let's see reports. Reports display your data but on paper. So basically reports are used to format your data so that you can take a printout or you can save a PDF of that file for later use. So reports don't allow you to edit the data. They can allow you to edit the field names and all, but it doesn't allow you to edit the data. Once you've printed your data on paper or a PDF, it's going to be static. So reports will reflect that. So let us want a report in a particular form. So where will I go? I'll again go back to the create tab at the top. Choose the report option, just the report option. There are plenty of blank reports and all, which we'll do later on, but the basic one is your report. After the report is there, this is how the report will be displayed. Now here in this report, we can, this is your report, this is your logo, these are your fields. You cannot edit. You see, this is how you can take a printout of it. It's a summarized sheet of the values which we have inserted. So what we can do, we can change the report heading, we can change the fields, we can change the logo, the designs also. We can insert a design over here, insert an image, we can insert a page number, change the logo and title. Let us learn them one by one. If you double click on the student form, it will be editable. That means we can change the values. So let us say that I want to give the value as student report card. So this is how your report heading will look like. This is your report heading, which will be changed. If you click anywhere on it, it will be changed. You can click on any of the cell values. Just double click on this cell will be available, and you can change it to student names. You can change this roll number also and make it as roll number, and the field name, but you cannot change the value. See, I'm double clicking on this. The values will be changed. This is how the reports work. You can change the logo of this. Just click on this, click on logo or the logo option. You can choose for any images. Fine, I am choosing any image from here. Click on this and the image will be inserted over here. The logo is changed and we can choose the report from here. Next thing, you can save this report. How will you save this report? Just right click on the student form at the top, choose the report or the save option, and report, or you can change the name of the report by choosing an appropriate name. Like I'm choosing it as student report card. Click on OK and it as student report. Now you can save it accordingly and you can take a printout of this. You see, this is already coming in a print layout view. So that is how forms and reports will work. Again, forms allow us to input data in a much more user interactive manner so that the users find it much more easier to enter the values than in the normal data sheet view. And reports allow us to print the data in an efficient and formatted manner. We can format the data accordingly. We can choose records or we can choose the field names accordingly, and we can choose your report headings also accordingly. So this is what it will look like. So I hope all of you have understood. We will come back again with a new video. Thank you for watching.